Guys,
Fans,
welcome to the Thunderdome
We're
2020.
Trump, baby.
Here we go.
So we got a couple things to talk about this week.
Oh, do we? I'll tell you, let's talk about how messed up this year really is.
It's bad, boys.
Josh is in first place.
He's a Browns fan.
It's 2020.
Mayfield for mayor? I don't know. Maybe.
Holy smokes, guys! What are we going to do? Where does it go from here, Josh?
How do you adjust? Let's talk about how we adjust.
Well, they get up at 3 a.m. and they start getting on the waiver
There's
wire.
two guys in this league
That's
that was
what-
up at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Lee said he was up at 2:30, but then he fell back asleep.
No, did he?
He did. He was
He
upset.
always comes up short, don't he?
Yes. Yep.
Speaking of which, he come up a little short on the score this week. Lee
We got highs and we got lows.
and he was
He
low.
was low.
Yeah, 111 points. I mean, for the classes and stuff that he was talking about giving out, I think maybe he should have sat in one and not teached any.
Right.
Josh obviously didn't go to any of them this year.
Josh didn't go to that class. He did not. We're going to talk about
I don't know. Yeah, so we'll go. I mean, Josh with
Josh's score was higher than Lee's. Never mind.
yeah, right. Yeah. So we got man, what was Josh 220?
220.5.
Well, and I mean,
Hot
which-
Chubb didn't have a chance, boys.
yeah, no,
He was
yeah,
definitely,
he was-
even at
he
full
was
staff,
in-
he wasn't there.
Yeah, he was in the wheelchair. I mean, 151, he would have beat a lot of guys there.
Dominant score.
I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, when you got your Rodgers and them combining for
Two guys over 113 points.
Yeah, you got two guys getting 60 or half of your 50 over 55% of your
Yeah.
total. It's gonna be tough to beat when you have that. And you know the thing about it, he could have it all year.
Rodgers
He
is
could
might be
have
on
it. And I
fire.
mean, and he's got Adams and that combined.
Everybody that picked Mahomes first, Dean, maybe that
Yeah.
wasn't that smart.
Might not have been. We got let's talk about some of these picks that some people made.
True. They were
I mean, goodness. Let's take some of these. So I mean, we'll just take Lee since he was the lowest scored, and he doesn't need any help. He gives advice to
Yeah.
everybody, but lowest scorer, he's got his
good. Not a sprint, he says. Or it's
What
not
is
a race,
his-
it's a sprint.
his-
It's not a sprint, it's a
his
race.
top running back got traded, shipped out, so he's on the bench.
Wide
His top
receiver.
receiver's out for a few
4 weeks.
He's liable to get himself. And,
But
and
he's claiming Hunter Henry in the top 5.
if everybody remembers correctly that I said about his defensive player, Lee does know how to pick a defensive player because
Absolutely.
that was his top scorer.
The only one he had that was good.
Wow. Yeah, who else we got? We got some teams. I don't know if anybody's paying attention to benches. Your benches, the guys.
It won't
Some
matter.
of your guys' benches.
When we have bye weeks,
Man,
It's gonna be
it's
tough,
not
guys.
going. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough.
what about close calls this week?
Oh man, let's talk about that. That
There's
was
2.
some close calls. I mean, there were some games separated by a point and a half. A point and a half.
One of those games was tighter than the child support checks that Dean sends his baby mama.
Yeah, right. Yeah, those they bounce.
Right between the field goals.
Yeah, yeah, right off to the right
To the
off
right.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit out there.
Yeah, 2 games. I mean, which it's interesting. It's interesting when that happens.
And Clay squeaking out a win with
Man, I mean,
barely could win with a running back and a defense.
Yeah, I mean, that's just depressing. But I mean, when my defense got me a big fat 0, and my defensive player I think went out in the first quarter or something with 5 points.
It does help.
Yeah, but no excuses. He pulled it out this week, just the same as Josh got lucky.
We got some good matchups coming up this week though.
Oh, let's talk about them. Let's move on to this week. We got a good one Thursday night. I know.
Oof.
Thursday night. The Cleveland fans are going to see what a real number 1 draft pick looks like.
Yeah.
When he's playing quarterback.
Well, Mayfield was number 1. He was the first guy this year to throw an interception.
Oh, was he really?
Yes, he was.
And that guy's just constantly doing shit good, ain't he?
He's top notch.
I still can't believe that they picked him. I mean, so let me get this straight. They could have had Josh Allen.
Yeah.
They could have had Lamar Jackson.
Ooh. That would have been a pick.
Sam Darnold even.
I mean, that could have been.
I mean, he threw. He did. I mean,
they could have had Andy Dalton, but they couldn't get the paperwork in time.
Boy, man, I tell you what, their secretaries even suck. That's how bad they are.
It's not good there, boys. That lake is not fucking providing.
Oh, man.
So this week we got Scott Roulette versus me. Pretty decent matchup. I think I'll pull out the win on that. Just, had a rough first week, guys. But I was in the middle of the pack. Some could say it was the lower middle. I'd say it's the middle. Then we got Little Lee Morgan versus the Carry-On Johnson. The battle of the heights. Battle of the heights.
You know how you got you had you got the battle of the legs.
If you had midget wrestling, son, this here would be the fucking peak, the highlight of the show, right here.
It'd be the main event. This is the main event of midget fantasy football.
And then we got Aaron Hernandez's cousin, Chris B. Bacon, which would be D-Hart, Defect, whatever you want to call him.
Just so you guys know, if you ain't had the opportunity to see the amazing 30 for 30 story on him.
It was great inclusive.
It's good. It's good.
I like the picture where he's putting his ass up against the window like it was for sale, like for any local dude to come fucking.
Well, that and then the nipple thing was
the guy
quite interesting.
And did that guy not kind of look like Lee? I mean, he kind of looked.
He did a little bit.
Like, I don't know. Maybe Lee when he had a little bit of hair on his head.
Maybe Lee washed a little bit of that gray out of his hair and had what's the dark, the stuff you can make dark now.
Yeah, the not Rogaine, but the dye. Yeah, he got some highlights.
You're about the same height though.
So
Lee,
we got.
Let's go back to that. Lee can't beat a Florida guy. Like he just fucking can't do it.
Turk 2.0 put it all over his ass.
I mean, they look like they could have been father and son, and he's lost to both of them.
Yeah.
Bad.
No adoptions there.
Turk 2 didn't get him for any money, though, did he?
No, I don't think Lee wanted to do
He still ain't got none from Turk 1. Turk 1, so he can't fucking afford it. Turk 1 still got him in the fucking...
Right.
Still got him in the hole. Oh,
so
shit.
we got D-Hart versus Cameron, which I got 20 on that game because you know what? Even though Josh is a Browns fan, I'm gonna pick the Ohio boy versus that fucking dickbag Hernandez.
You got back him, yeah.
And then we got Hawk versus Aaron. That's going to be a tight...
Hawk versus Clayton.
Oh, yeah, Clay, Aaron.
Yeah.
Ooh, those two that's close numbers. 158 to 162
projections. I don't know. I don't think Hawk's lineup's always set.
Okay. Maybe Dad has to call him.
I could be wrong.
He's got 10 guys in.
No, yeah.
And then we got Aaron versus Dean again. Ooh, Dean, you got 9 guys in, but you're 26 points down.
I mean, it's not a strong...
Come on, Dean.
It's not a strong showing. His team's not. I mean, they're predicting them dead last.
Last we got the Mickinator's versus Fuck You Cookie Monsters, which is Scott Moberry.
Yep.
Ooh, Moberry projected by 6 on you? We need to...
Busy.
Maybe the lineup's not set.
No, it's set. I'm not too concerned about it.
He ain't worried, Scott.
No, not at all.
Are you willing to make a little side bet, Scott? Have you checked in with Rachel?
Have
you checked?
Yeah, I forgot he's got to do that.
Rachel's got to check in.
He can't. Yeah, he ain't. I don't know. He's probably got to change a diaper or something.
Look, guys. Here's a fact of the matter. Y'all need to step it the fuck up.
Somebody.
It's going to be a tough year. You take 2 losses in a row.
There's going to be.
I don't see you making playoffs.
There's going to be a couple of us that happen.
It'll be a tight season.
Yeah. Lee. I mean, I just don't know if the champs. I got a feeling
I don't think he's going to make
a bad season.
I don't think the repeat's
I'm
in
looking
effect.
at his team. I know he's made a little bit of fun of my team here and there, made a little fun of everybody's team because he's the champ.
He's the champ.
He is the champ. But let's think about this. He was the champ. But that was 2000.
Week 5, we're going to see. We'll see around week 5 what's going to happen.
Week 5, week 6, it all changes, guys. That's when the shit hits. That's when we separate the fantasy.
Thursday night, Battle of the City.
That's it.
See you, boys.